ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson, where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
Rozier, no good. Westbrook with the nice D there. That one falls. Westbrook's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Houston.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Bridges, no one around him. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Westbrook with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
But we got to talk about his team, too. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Now, Bridges, the pass to Rozier. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And the Hornets miss again. Now the Rockets with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Bridges passes to Washington. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. Lets it fly from 18. And yes, it's good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Shoots a 3. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Good on the bucket.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Rockets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Russell Westbrook, #1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
Well, it's what makes them such a potent offensive presence. On nights when he gets hot, there's no way to guard him.
And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
And here we can check the story out on Terry Rozier. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's averaging about 19 points per, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, GA. I mean, it takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Now, here's Bridges. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Westbrook against Rozier. Westbrook with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Washington. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And it's Westbrook again missing. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. To the middle, here's Washington. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Knocks it loose. Pass to House. Now, here's Tucker. From deep Harden. That shot is off. And here is Rozier. He's coming off a 40-point game against Miami. Six to shoot. Fires for 3. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Connects from 3-point range. Westbrook's got 9.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
One-on-one fast break. Pulls it from 20 and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Pass to Bridges. Pass to Graham. Latrey. Rebound by House.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Comes up empty down low.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the blade.
Houston in the lead. Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook off the left rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Cans it from downtown.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's Rozier. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Charlotte, they would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And I think for the Hornets, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from the things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of the 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's the pass to Bridges. Pass to Rozier. Here's Graham, guarded by Harden. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
For three, Westbrook. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Graham with the ball, guarded by Harden. He gets it in there. Graham's got 8 points.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Harden outside. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Now, here's Biyombo. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami. And it's Graham missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Harden, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Right wing. Here's Graham. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Off target from outside. Hornets shooting 45% for the field early. And it's Graham missing. And so it's Houston with it. In the corner, Harden. No good with the triple.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And for Houston, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Westbrook finds Harden. Hornets with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Graham. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 10 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
And Bacon's checked in for the Hornets.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 5th in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up for the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Graham surveying the floor. It's stolen. Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Graham, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by House. House has got 3 assists in the game. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Making the pass to Graham. The pass to Biyombo. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
For 3, Westbrook sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 19 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Passes to Biyombo. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bacon's shot is off.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And here is Graham. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Graham kicks to Bridges. Pass to Biyombo to the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. There's Bacon. Drops in the layup for 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Westbrook with it. He's got 19. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets ahead, up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball, and defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's McLemore at the 3 spot. First one falls for him. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition and trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden right side. Another shot. It's tipped.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
And he makes both free throws. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Clemens. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. He dishes it to Zeller. Shoots over Tucker. Shot by Zeller, no good. For Houston, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches in a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Basket counts. 9 points for James Harden.
I mean, you have to really admire the skill set that Harden has. I mean, in just handling the ball, he's decimating the D with his number of moves.
Now here's Zeller. For Houston, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Batum against Harden from deep. The shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And really, Batum is so adept at draining these shots off the drive, using his speed and athletic frame to easily coast to the rim.
Here's Clemens. And he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 2. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The pass to Bacon. To the inside. Here's Washington, and the layup's good off the glass. Washington's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to McLemore. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Houston moving it around. Ball's knocked loose. Bacon the pass to Graham. Here's Bacon. Passes it to Washington. 4 on the clock. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Clemens, frame defending Tucker. Kept alive by Houston.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And right rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Batum against Harden. Batum passes to Zeller. Here's Bacon. Pass to Graham. Dishes it to Zeller. From deep three-point range, he can't hit that time.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
There's some guys you let take that shot, but to be honest, he ain't one.
Now the pass to Clemens. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Rozier's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Hornets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
That's good from Rozier.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Harden surveying the D. Outside, Green. Back to McLemore for 3. Harden trying to get open. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 6 in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Batum inside the three-point line. Charlotte again missing.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
They get it again. Green off target at the rim.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Zeller. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Bounce pass from Zeller. Rozier for 3. Drops in the tray. Rozier's got 5 now.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Rozier, trailing by 2. Out to the right wing. Here's Bacon, guarded by McLemore. Here's Batum, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Batum's got the game tied up here for Charlotte. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to McLemore. Here's Clemens. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And the recognition of McLemore, a team-oriented player who is always looking to dish the rock.
Passes it to Washington. Back to Rozier. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. You look at Washington. A terrific rebound, 5th overall.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. Here is House. No points in the game yet for him. Tucker the pass to Clemens. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 4.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Now Rozier. 5 points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
First free throw is good. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, and to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden, who got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bucket is good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Rozier against Westbrook. Rozier looking around. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
And it's Westbrook missing. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here is Rozier. He's got 10. And no No good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Houston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Harden inside the three-point line. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
1:43 left to play here in the half. Making the pass to Rozier. Fires the three. Rockets with the rebound. Left side Westbrook. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
On the free throw, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Over in the corner, Rozier. Good D by Harden.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt me.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Free throw good from Harden. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot up.
Okay, it's just his step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
So it's the Hornets now. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Back to Rozier. Pass to Biyombo. And it's Zeller top the key. There's Bacon. No good, unable to end this run.
And that would have been a big three if he drained it, answering back to the triple at the other end.
And the basket is good.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you got to feed him. You got to keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
Here's Rozier. He's got 10. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. You know, and they followed along. So, you know, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
They did an awesome-erific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-erific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-erific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next two quarters, they will protect the lead.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Rockets leading by 13. Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Bridges. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the two-guard spot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Rozier. And good that time. Rozier's got 12 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
The pass to Bridges. There's the dish to Graham. Now, here's Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Covington with the steal. In the corner, Harden. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
How's that for a start? Good on all three attempts so far in the second half.
Graham with the ball. He's got 10. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
And he can't hit the second. Hornets trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Rozier missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Harden outside. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeding. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Hornets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Houston leading by 15. Outside Westbrook. Tries a three. Another miss by Houston. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's the floater. Rebounded by Tucker. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Harden outside. Pass to Westbrook. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got 26. Hornets trail by 18. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now Biyombo. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Graham. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Westbrook against Rozier. A shot's good from Westbrook. 28 points for him. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Graham. Guarded by Harden. 11 feet away. And it's Graham missing. Rockets leading by 18. And here's Harden. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Outside Westbrook. That three off the mark. Stolen by Tucker. And here's Covington from the arc. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. Hornets with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Pass to Rozier. The baseline jam. The shot, no good. Good D by Covington. Now here's Westbrook. Graham defending. Westbrook, no good. Hornets trail by 16. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Biyombo down. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Charlotte shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Rozier for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook passes to Harden. The feed to Tucker. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 28.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Rozier for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Outside Covington. And there's the pass to Tucker. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Harden. 3-pointer. Kept alive by Houston. Tucker. The shot, no good. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Graham. Combo trying to break free. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Clearly a foul.
The Hornets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one falls for Graham. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for James Harden. And so he makes both from the line. And the NBA2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Now here's Westbrook. 28 points for him. And stolen by Graham. Passes to Washington. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Washington's got 14 points for the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. The Rockets again can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Rozier. He's got 15. He feeds it to Biombo. Count that one. He's got 12.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Now here's Rivers. He kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Covington. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. On the pass to Rivers. Houston needs to get a shot. And here's Covington from the arc to end the cold streak. And he lays it up and in. Carroll's got his first basket of the night.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
Pass to Biombo. And here is Rozier. Guarded by Tucker. Biombo kicks to Green. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Covington passes to Carroll. Off on the layup. Hornets trail by 9. Passes it to Rozier. Now here's Biombo. 12 points for him. Kicks it to Graham. Westbrook pulls it in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Bridges with it. Back to Rozier. In the corner, it's Bridges. The offensive rebound. Biombo kicks to Graham. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Graham's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do.
Right side Westbrook. Lays it up off the glass.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Westbrook against Rozier. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Quickly, let's bring up the list of the top rookie three-point bombers in the NBA. You look at Washington. Dangerous player from three-point land. A great talent with a great release.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
Now, here's Westbrook. 30 points in the game. Rivers can't get it to go. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Here's Rozier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Bridges. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner.
Covington finds Tucker. A 3-ball. Batum grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Graham. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Graham's got 22. 46 seconds left in the third. Pass to Rivers. Covington against Batum. There's the pass to Clemens. Pass to Tucker. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. He's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Now here's Zeller. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Rozier. Here's Washington. Lets it go from 11. That one doesn't go. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Hornets trail by 8. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. And it's Rivers. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And it's Graham missing. Now the Rockets with it. This is it to Rivers. And here's McLemore. Carroll for 3. Here's Clemens. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Here's Bacon. Got a hand on it. A second chance effort. A nice shot by Zeller. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Clemens. Graham defending. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
James Harden. He's checked in for the Rockets. And that one misses. And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the stands.
Now here's Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Batum passes to Bacon. Launches a 3. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston leading by 10. On deep, McLemore. Batum grabs the miss. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Graham, the pass to Bacon. Top of the key. Offensive rebound, and Zeller kicks to Batum. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Batum's got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets.
Oh, and Batum just has astounding body control, which is what allows him to hit shots despite obvious physical contact.
Pass to Tucker for the 3. Buries it from three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Graham, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Graham's got 24. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clemens, Graham defending. Clemens. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harden against Batum. To the left wing. Here's Washington. Again, the Hornets score.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
Clemens. Graham defending, and it's good for 2.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
And the Hornets with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. There's the dish to Zeller. Here's Bacon, guarded by McLemore. Here's Graham. Here's Zeller. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Now the pass to McLemore. Pass to Harden. Hit the teardrop. Back to McLemore. Clemens. Graham defending. Carroll dishes to Harden. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid on. Pushing it up. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Bacon.
I mean, Batum is so versatile. Not just an efficient scorer, but an amazing passer as well.
Here's Clemens. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Jumps up, and the jam by Harden.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
Now Graham. To the paint, stolen by Tucker. Harden against Batum. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
And here is Graham. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Clemens, defended by Batum. Pass to Tucker. Fires the 3.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Hornets trail by 12. Graham with the ball. They need this. Connects. The jumper drops. Graham's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. They led by as many as 18 points. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Pass to Bacon. At the elbow, Zeller. It's over Tucker. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And it's blocked. They push it up 4 on 3. And that one drops.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks, David.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Houston making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Free throw drops for Covington. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Graham. Count that bucket. Graham's got 18 points just in the second half. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. High arcing shot. Hornets with the rebound. Graham's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He dishes it to Zeller. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Graham. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Graham's got 8 points in the quarter.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
It's Harden with the drive. 2 points. That one goes.
But when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
And the Hornets making a change here. Biombo's checked in. Free throw good from Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Here's Graham, guarded by Harden. Graham with the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Rockets leading by 8. Now here's Westbrook. Over Graham. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Harden's got 39.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
They get a hand on it. Now here's Biombo. Tight defense on him. Bridges passes to Rozier. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. And it's rebounded by Covington. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And the dunk by Westbrook.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Westbrook against Rozier. Takes the 13-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here's Rozier. There's 1:54 left to play here in the 4th. Good D by Covington. Jacks up a 3. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Tucker can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now, here's Rozier. And there's the pass to Biombo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 5 assists tonight.
I mean, that's just tremendous, stupendous work from Rozier. I mean, he's just so good at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
Here's Covington. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harden's got 41.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Rockets.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Passes it to House. Outside Westbrook. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless and finding ways to get himself to the line.
Them both.
You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
Now, here's Monk. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I tell you what, Monk's ability there to finish in traffic shows some toughness, even though he was fouled.
Free throw drops for Monk. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now Green. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with James Harden. James, what is it like when you're playing a team that's struggling and you have to keep focused to keep them down?
You know what? We look at the bigger picture, and we have one goal at the end of the season, that's to be champions. So we can't play down to the level of our competition. You know, we got to go out there every single night and be on the same page and try to give 100% effort.
It's been a success so far, James. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris West.